that you're trying to end up. Cause if I end up fed, I end up. Cause you just soft type. What? Fake up north type. It's like a soft fight. Dog is a dog, blood's thicker than water. We done been through the mud and we quicker to slaughter. The bigger the order, the more we run out. When up in there, everybody come out. When the body burn out, sun in the sun out. I'ma keep out. Running his mouth, I'ma flung out. Listen, yo, it's about to be. You know who gon' find you? Some old man fishing. Grandma wishing you the best, but it's hard to digest with the sound of your chest. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. 1, 2, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside, hold up. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside, hold up. Big baller. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside, hold up. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside, hold up. Street people. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. It's got y'all bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Man, that's got you bouncing again. Bouncing again. Can do now.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Mike Tirico, Greg Oltz are ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. Off we go from Lumen Field. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Let's go. Nice.
To throw right away, here's Milrow. Smith and Jigba there for the catch. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards on the pickup.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Looking middle there. but it's incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down.
8 yards to go.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
Third, they need 8.
Get it. 19.
From the gun, it's Milrow. That's into traffic, but taken in. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
It's 4th down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
That is fielded at the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
6-yard line.
It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard
Well, a really nice start
line.
here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Off the bootleg. Here's May. Throw on the run is complete. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Going back. Oh, a loose football. But fortunately, one of his teammates able to get on it, and the Niners retain possession.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. Working out of the gun, it's May. That's complete to Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
They get 20 on the connection. First down, 49ers.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He'll complete that to his fullback. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense there. Took away all the options downfield, and quarterback realized pretty quickly, I got no choice but to check this down, and results in no gain.
So 2nd down, and they'll run it. Good blocking to the 15. And he's out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal for the moment. There is a flag on the field. This one is coming back. May to throw on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 3rd and long, here's May. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good. And the Niners are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Corey Horton now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he brings this back all the way to midfield.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Let's go now.
The first carry for the Spartans. Kenneth Walker. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
47-yard line.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Out of the gun, it's Milroe. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Get it. Cougar Knights, Dragon 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this is going to set up a long field ahead. Backed up as it is touchdown inside the 10. May now on 1st and 10. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. Past midfield. Inside the 30. Racing to the end zone. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 91 yards. Touchdown San Francisco. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the 49ers are out to a 10-0 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Horton. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready, go!
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 7. We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
A gain there of 15. First down, Seattle.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. 1 quarter in the books. The Niners have the early advantage. Greg and I back to the Great Northwest in a moment.
On the jump.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Ready,
Now they'll throw it with Milroe. That's complete. It's Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Now Milroe on first down. That one swung out wide to Walker. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Milroe. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
First and 10 at the
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
They'll run here with Walker. Now trying to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
That's Bronco 80. Cougar 19.
We'll try and run it with Walker. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
A loss of 2 yards.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. And he's going to have that first down. They didn't want to settle for 3. And now it's first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard
And this is the
line.
blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown. So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. And now, 3rd and goal coming up.
Down in here in the low red zone, Mike, these windows are just so short. The field's a lot wider than it is deep, so it really changes the scheme and the progression of the quarterback, and nowhere really to go.
Good blocking, and he's in. Jalen Milroe. Touchdown, Seahawks. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
6-yard line.
His drive will start on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. From out of the gun, here's Meg. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So that'll bring up 4th down. And here comes the veteran Bradley Pinion to punt it away. Back deep for Seattle, Torrey Horton. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds.
At their own 16-yard line.
On the set. Ready.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Milroe. Outright Smith and Jigba has it.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense. And They've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward for a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now flags fly. Looks like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into 1st and 15. To throw now, May. This one intercepted. Picked off by Nick Emanwari. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
32-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
2. Bronco 80. Ready, ready.
Now it's Milrow. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Milrow on 3rd down. He's got it at the 7, and he will get into the end zone. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seattle. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. Point after try forthcoming. His kick is good. And the Seahawks are on top. It's 14-10.
49ers 10. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return starts from the 5. Very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
43-yard line.
They'll go play action with May. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Throwing on third down is May. Back into the hands of Watkins. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. Clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Here's May again. In trouble, and down he goes. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. As it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, and now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
On second down, it's May. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
From the gun, on third down, it's May. And caught by Pearsall. Now timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Niners first down. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This one from 54 yards out. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Kyle Shanahan now will turn to his field goal unit. This one from 54 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the 49ers are back within a point. It's 14-13.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
On the return, here comes Horton. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Get it! Gotta be lying! Let go!
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So it is a one-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Scott. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. They'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Now it's the man from Oregon. This is Jordan James. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Short one there, caught by Kittle. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 27
That's good for 27 and a first down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Finding room to the 20. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
On the handoff, this is James.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
He'll try to run this one in. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, and he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. Back to the 5-yard line now. Second down and goal. Throwing is May. That is caught. And he's in. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. So now, with the lead up to 5, they're going to go for 2 and try to extend it out to 7.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Crazy.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That'll be caught. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is.
14.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Horton. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On the set.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Come on.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
The line is scrimmage.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now. And partially, it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Milroe. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And 10 yards.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Milroe going to throw it again. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. Returnable from the 17. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll push forward for about a yard. Byron Murphy there on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. On play action, here's May. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Working out of the gun, it's May. He's got a man. That's Kittle. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. They'll go play action with Milroe. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
third down, they need 5.
Come on, come on. Hit. Ready, ready.
From the gun, it's Milrow. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Walker now gets us going here in the fourth quarter. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
They need one right now. 3rd and long.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
From the shotgun. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Darius Robinson. He gets there for the sack, setting up 4th down. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now a handoff running right. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's May. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, 49ers.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down. Gonna look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll take this down inside the 35. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Here we go, throw. Hey, what's up?
From the gun, here is a run with King. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Now give on the ground, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1, and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. To throw is May. He's got his man, complete to Pearsall. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Second and goal. They'll go with him again. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
That's the score, Niners 26, Seahawks 14.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Horton. They'll get across the 20, mark them down at the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Outright, Smith and Jigba has it. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
10 yards on the pickup.
Out of the gun. It's Milroe. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Now Walker. And that'll keep the drive going. He's got the first down up past the 40-yard line.
Nice job there on 3rd and inches, and you know, Mike, that defense, they are packing it in. They're trying to get as many bodies up at the line of scrimmage, so you get past that first wave, look out. They did a nice job bringing him down, or else that looked like he was going to take it all the way.
Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's May. Caught downfield by Pearsall. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Angel.
And this will not be a spike. He faked it. Exiting the pocket right.
May on the scramble.
So a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.